Alex Ansary here in downtown San Diego, California. Just bought a memory chip for about $14 since I misplaced my other one. So I was glad I was able to get that, get my better camera out. I have a map here, and I think I'm starting to get my grounding. I heard there's a mall over here, and the beach is over there, the boardwalk. And of course, with this higher quality camera, as I can show you now, let's see if I can find a place to sit down here for just a minute. Bathrooms are limited. Of course, we're talking about the homeless problem, so they don't make it easy. But I guess I'm in the nicer area. That's why I'm not seeing so many police. So this is basically like the rail, and because I spent $7 on a ticket, I probably should explore it more. This is the beach. So it looks like this is a boardwalk here, nice area. I'm over here on Broadway, and coming up here, let's see, it's a matter of working my way there. And it looks like we have identified where the mall area is. That's not a bad shot right there. See, I can film and just literally hit the photo button. People are less jaded. I'll tell you what though, when I see Arabs, Persians, they're jaded around me. Like, what's this guy doing with the camera? I hope he's not, and you know exactly that they themselves have been brainwashed to fear those things. Unless they know the truth about 9/11, unless they know the truth, they've convinced even Muslims that the 9/11 event was legitimate. And therein lies the ultimate lie. Wow, therein lies the ultimate lie. I come up with some stuff here. What was the other thing I was thinking? Oh yeah, this is a breeding center. That was the other thought. Did you figure that one out too? This is a breeding center, and these malls are very special places. They play very significant roles in that. So we got a Macy's here. Ooh, and a big Cube right here. I'd just like to live like right in the middle of that. Yeah. Oh boy, somebody with a camera. Oh my God. Oh yes, we have to have a good obelisk here. Look at this, the sun and the moon symbolism at the top. Escalators over there. Don't worry, I'm not filming your girlfriend. Somebody looking behind. Oh, he's grabbing his girlfriend's ass while he's looking at me. What a weirdo. Well, they say California. It's a different society. Very strange behavior, if you ask me. Hey, look at this. I'm going to grab my girlfriend's behind and look at this guy with his camera. Like, whoa. You know? Oh, look at their fingers. That's what happens when you are addicted to smartphones. Your fingers end up riveling up like that and falling off. It's a warning. Okay, I got it. This is an outdoor mall. And I've only seen indoor malls for the most part. So it's a very California thing to have the outdoor malls. Of course, you'll have stores stacked upon stores with a movie theater at the top. They obviously make it very difficult to access the restrooms in the downtown area. And again, there's just a lack of acknowledgement that some of the policies, rules, regulations, ways that people have designed their cities, they've, not to mention the welfare state, they've created a problem. And, we can look at ways in which they make money off the welfare state. But yeah, side topic, looks like there's a natural grocery store. There's also a 24-hour fitness down there. And I think there was a gym called Crunch where you can join for $5 and hang out for 3 days at the mall near where I'm staying. I'll probably check that out in the next couple of days. Very Roman, Pantheon. Now, being the one and only Alex Ansary, people are going to notice me. Different places, the mall, security guards. Maybe they even want to be me. Some of them, I wonder if they want to me, or me off. But the good news is, after kind of a complicated couple of days, tired from the trip, had some interesting conversations with people I met randomly on the street. Some things have been recorded already. That'll be in their own videos, and that's worth it. Just got done talking to someone who escaped homelessness with her boyfriend, and they're considering moving up to Portland. And again, it's part of that big saga of escape from LA up to the Portland, Oregon area, where rent has tripled, quadrupled in just a number of years. So it's interesting seeing what's going on with society, hearing about what's going on the ground. She was talking about assaults on the homeless in Obi, Ocean Beach, which is a really nice beachfront area. And again, with the increase in homelessness, increase in regulations across the nation, no overnight parking, do not stop, keep going, keep moving, and all of it. And yet the general public doesn't connect. Exploding rent, exploding homelessness, same issue. Exploding rent, exploding homelessness, same issue. If the jobs don't, of course, provide enough for someone to actually own a home, you're dealing with a public crisis with hepatitis A in San Diego, one of the wealthiest supposed places in America. That's a city issue. They are deliberately, obviously, there is not proper sanitation. It's third world level. It's a third world condition. As people shop, as people spend money, they don't realize they're in a third world condition where UN refugee camps have more toilets than San Diego for the homeless. That's a recipe for disaster. So people that are parents, people with children, people that care about their families, they need to look at the real California and what's going on. There's not enough money to be made. There's not enough money to be made in this world that can distract from the ultimate needs of a human being. You need water, you need food, you need to be sane, you need to stay off the drugs. So yes, somebody could be making a lot of money working for certain companies and working in Hollywood, but they could be killing themselves slowly. There's actually a picture at the trolley, and it was showing, if you have heartburn, call this number here. And I noticed in Dallas, Texas, they had the same thing. They had these, statistics, cancer rates, heart issues, strokes. So yeah, we need to be healthy. Now, we can't necessarily be perfectly healthy, but when we look at certain lifestyles that people are living, including drinking the tap water, does that sound really healthy? Does it sound really healthy for people to live in a beehive? Does it sound really healthy for people to think that it's terrible to see their rent doubled, tripled, quadrupled, and then to see homelessness explode in the street, and then, boom, hepatitis A, a warning of things to come. I'm Alex Ansary, coming to you from San Diego. Let's continue on to the beach. Yeah. Black helicopters are as common as pigeons in the Southern California area. And we're going to go take a look at the local homeless shelter. I heard you could stay here for about $1 a night. Just kidding. So obviously this is probably like the Marriott or something like that. Cityfront Terrace. Cityfront Terrace. Looks like it has a little bit of character. And that's definitely got to be like $1,000 a night right there. was actually able to get a bottle of water for 79 cents, right? Try that in South Central. Try that in the ghetto. I haven't been to South Central yet, but I'm sure we'll do a drive-by, no pun intended. All right, where are we at? Do you know? Something about Market Street came up. Harbor Drive. So this is the walk over here. Oceanfront, Ocean Beach is somewhere over there. And there's a popular homeless camp that I heard is the highlight of the park. Tell you what, back in 2012 when I was in Dallas, Texas, I walked around Dallas, their downtown area. I was very disappointed in downtown Dallas. San Diego, it's not so much fun, but it's a little prettier on the eyes. You really, I guess, got to get out of the suburbs of some of the main neighborhoods in San Diego to see something nice or pretty. So yes, some places in America are decent to visit, not to live. So maybe after this and after this year, and as I grow also as a YouTuber and a person online, I see myself traveling the nation. Ride shares and Amtrak, preferred. Greyhound, forget it. Okay? So check that out. I'll say it again. Amtrak and ride share and special projects, that would be great. Should probably be doing more things in California. Maybe this will be a place that I travel to on a periodic basis. Who knows? Maybe other places in America, right? But your accommodations are important. Where you're staying, how much sleep you're going to get, if you're eating healthy food, you know, or if you're going out partying and not getting enough sleep. Are you drinking enough water? Are you getting any exercise? And speaking of that, I will be doing that either later tonight or tomorrow. Taking a look at these plants, which I've never seen. They'd be like, I don't know what that, some sort of cactus, something. What is he doing? Filming the plants. Scary. They said on CNN, if you see anybody filming the plants, it's no good. Where are they from? Okay. I could really go for a pizza with a group of cool men and women, but it's just me, myself, and I. No voices in the head today. Definitely not feel like getting on Facebook. You know, they got Starbucks all over downtown San Diego, but you get out to the suburbs, get to El Chape, you know what I mean? Takes a downturn real quick. This is all random. So we're at Seaport Village and headquarters, and this is how great it is, right? You got to pay $5 to be here for 3 hours. Really? So, wow. I'm already saving money by walking. Okay, so that's a good start. Looks like they got a little place over here. So it's more mindless materialism, but it's local business-ish. Local, the Bay Company, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And then look at this. This is called the Harbor House. Watch out for these cars here. They're in a rush to get a piece of the Harbor House. That's right. It's like a large cabin, large barn. The reason my voice sounds different is the smog probably, and the fact I'm at sea level. The seal. You see anybody Middle Eastern with a camera, look at them really funny like you're confused. We're worried. And then we have our first trip to the beach, but we're not actually stepping on the beach, it's a walkway. Okay, it's a restaurant. Oh, wow. Now that we get close to it, take a look. And it's not too fancy. Looks like their chairs don't even match. That's great. Their chairs don't match. Because being too fancy is just over the top. This has a more authentic. This is interesting. Check this out. Naval station. Military target. Yep. That's why California one day would be a danger zone with all this rhetoric with North Korea and Donald Trump. And now the world knows. And if they don't know now, that's pretty unfortunate. California is really in the crosshairs of Russia, China, and North Korea. This is actually where Mark Dice usually does his walking tours. Mark Dice is a propagandist on the internet who lies to people about a number of different things. So he's connected in with Alex Jones. This is one of his favorite places to be. This is a really good shot of this building here, this obelisk here. That tree, I actually see a tree quite like that. With a guy playing the flute right here, a bunch of, and then Babylon over here. And then a couple of people going, look at that guy film, isn't that weird? Filming in California? In California? And then we have these rocks over here. We have ducks over here. This is next to this fancy restaurant here. Oh my god. The question is, why aren't they filming? I guess they live here. I guess holding a camera is like holding a big sign, "Kick me, I'm a tourist." But I guess at some point taking pictures gets boring. That would be a good business. Have t-shirts that say, "Kick me, I'm a tourist." I'm gonna have to hang out here for a moment. It's actually quite nice. So there's the beach option, you know, bare feet on the beach, and they're just simply walking along the boardwalk. And then we have the the naval base over here. The smell of fish. I've noticed more fish options in California. Gee, who would have thought, right? Only experience I have with coastal towns is Oregon. Seattle, I guess, is a coastal town. Yeah, it's right there on the coast. Or at least the ocean comes right in to Seattle. Average price, too. Nothing too extreme. So this is the spot where, and I remember Portland, Oregon at one point had a silver man. You know what would be fun is to come across Mark Dice, confront him for being such a counterfeit. That would be so awesome. You know, and you know, he likes to mess with people. Well, maybe I ought to have somebody, you know what, I'll straight pay somebody $20 to hold a camera as I give Mark Dice a piece of my mind for the opportunist that he is. But here's the ultimate question. Are people as brain dead as Mark Dice suggests? Whether it be in society in general or in San Diego. It's interesting because there are zombies here, but there are also other people here. I'm good.
I do a tour. I can bring you back if you want.
No, I'm just walking. Thank you.
30-minute ride, anybody? 30-minute tour?
I don't think I've ever, it's been many years since I've even gotten a taxi. I'm pretty frugal when I'm visiting different places. We have the seagulls over here. My senses are really stimulated here, though. I'm a couple port ships over here. And we've got some buildings over here. And then we have this ship over here. It's a whole series of ships. Then it looks like I could spill back out on the other side of downtown over here. I probably shouldn't go back the way I came. This isn't Portland, Oregon, where it's only so big. I'm thinking about maybe walking over there later. Really have vampire stuff. He's got a camera. What if he's planning by himself to do something to that ship? Oh my God. I've got some shoppers over here. All right, I'm no longer impressed. gonna cry. This music is so soft. No. It's got a couple batteries hooked up. Oh. That's one guy's setup. All this goes well together. And then there is silence as the helicopter approaches. Coming in for a closer look. See? One person does it, then another does it. I was just thinking, I wonder if anyone is donating. But I sat down for a minute. USS Midway Museum. There's a little bit of irony here. Paying for tickets, $20 to get on. They sell our government, our country down the river, but we gotta, people pay $20 to get on that. They're paying to get on that while they sell our country. It's an irony. There's an art to that. That is amazing. Get them to pay $20 to see what represents, right? The war machine which is destroying the United States. That's what you call worship. Sorry. That's pretty heavy. But I'd like to see it, but not for $20. I'm not going to pay $20 to see that. I think they feel safe. All the metal makes them feel safe. Doesn't matter if they burn the country's economy, as long as the metal. But is it appropriate to talk about China's technology coming from the West? Is it appropriate to talk about the Chinese Navy and how they've advanced beyond the capabilities of the United States? Yes, we are here in California documenting this place that apparently North Korea is threatening and China one day will be threatening. They believe that the government has maintained the upper hand without giving China our technology. They gave China our technology. So whatever's going to happen, they made it happen. So why worship an obsolete machine? Because it makes us feel good. That's the dangerous situation that we find ourselves in. The worship of machines. The worship of banks. Already an audience of 3. The worship of helicopters, the worship of buildings, the worship of Babylon. And yet, isn't it interesting, the city has a hepatitis outbreak. So you put all that focus on greed, and then boom, all of a sudden there's an outbreak because the standards are so low, that things get to third world conditions. As in, worse than a UN refugee camp. This city has people living in it that are living in squalor, and they're okay with it. As long as they're not suffering, everybody's okay. As long as they're not homeless, everybody's fine. As they destroy the economy and they worship machines, helicopters, banks, shopping malls, brand new cars, Coca-Cola. All right. See, I can do all that without a megaphone, you see? I haven't had a cigarette today. You know, I really ought to do this more with AlexAnsary.tv on my t-shirt now that I just talked to a whole boat. I could talk to them too. Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know if I'm ready for that. They're just trying to enjoy themselves. Come on, Alex, just let us sit in the big giant machine. It makes us feel so safe. Don't tell us they help the foreign militaries that will be the future enemies get to where they are today. That's just, oh, the wonderful ship. It's just so wonderful. It's bringing so much peace. I have like a crowd of like 10, 20, 15 Chinese watching me now. Walk by talking about their experience in the restaurant, wondering what they thought, what the service thought of them because of XYZ, and that's all I picked up, just random data from the air. And then I just did a take, and then I did a double take. Oh yeah. So I'll take a picture here. Yeah. I mean, now that the worst steakhouse in San Diego, I can guarantee you, is Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Anybody that thinks Ruth Chris Steakhouse is a good steakhouse doesn't have very good functioning brain cells. This I know for a fact, as an ex-Ruth Chris Steakhouse employee. But it is true, this is the first time I've been around so many Southeast Asians. Those of Arabic or Middle Eastern descent. This is, but we got nothing in common. I am the only one amongst them with similar DNA on YouTube saying the things that I'm saying. That doesn't mean a lot to some people at present, but I do stand alone with regards to some of the content, the themes, and things of that nature. It looks like there's LAX is up there, which I have not been to yet. I think that's like a 10-year-old girl who's like driving that little bike thing. Kind of a cool setup. I know that in Portland they probably have to have licenses for things to that nature. Wow, there's definitely more diversity here. I felt like walking was more the thing to do outside than be around the mall. And because I have an all day pass, I think I'm just going to be walking and walking north. There's a trolley over there. If I need to stop for water or get another meal, I'm going to do that without hesitation. And just keep burn off some of these, well, I don't really need to burn calories. You know what I mean. Okay, so I'm about to walk back this way. I don't know what's going on here. People just, I guess they're missing a tenant. Oh, that must be maybe where he is. Are those really boats that you can charter yourself? I'm gonna have to look at that. They're just sitting there. Okay, so we're at another dock here, and these are definitely boats that have tags. So yeah, these are definitely private boats. I'm gonna take my shoes off for a minute, just kind of sit here. Thinking about relationships, you know, there's a lot of people critical of white women whenever they're with less than white men. And in Southern California, I see a lot of, just like other places, very attractive, lighter skinned Hispanics with white men. So, you know, I see a lot of that. And class and economics can play a part in the psychology, as well as the programming, for maybe women to be turned on by certain men. At the very least, economics can be a factor. Race can be a factor in certain environments. In other environments, it could be the reverse. Depends on where you live, depends on the situation, depends literally on where you are. But yes, I do notice a lot of that, and that's fine, that's their choice. I think it is people's choice. I think it's draconian and tyrannical to say it's not a man's choice, to say it's not a woman's choice. And brief look at Little Italy. We really need to find a place to charge this battery. So I guess we're looking at apartment complexes here. Might as well take a shot. Yeah, we look at that tree over here. So immediately the architecture changes. We've gotten away from the harbor. My feet are tired, but I'm gonna keep going. Oh, you know, I just realized I haven't had my first strong cup of coffee. That's a traveler tip for you. Prolong your first strong cup of coffee till later in the day. And take time to rest. But for me, I'm traveling without a cell phone and a tablet. So I will not be looking at the okay, it looks like this might be a street to go down. I should feel the energy. But there is a sense of being followed. That's right. I'd like to go up that street too. You know, having a bike and some time, oh man, traveling by bike, ooh, along the California coast, whoa, dude. I'm gonna have to get back to you guys. And now we're walking down another area where there's unique architecture as we work our way back to the water. And I'm actually being real good at not film anybody to freak them out. So I can just get some good steady shots. There we go. Don't film the diners. It's always nice to look at the table, sometimes the design, the seats, the railings, the awning, the umbrella, yada yada. The uniqueness of the architecture, the decor, the period in which these buildings were designed, and then this guy is the most hysterical. He plays the worst music and just drives around in circles. Well, that song wasn't that bad, but you should have heard the one before. Yeah. Seersucker. What I don't see is any like street kebab or anything like that. I haven't seen any hot dog stands. Not really impressed on the food market side. Of course, that's why a lot of people default to fast food. But I'd say there's some nicer things here for people with a lot of money, depending on what place. Of course, if you don't want to go out and drink. More of that style architecture here. And then we have no business here. Burger Lounge. I probably $7.99 for a burger there. And then we have a 7-Eleven, a mini urban 7-Eleven. I don't think younger people really appreciate the uniqueness of architecture. I don't know why I'm talking like this. It's kind of odd. I don't really talk about architecture. Look at the architecture. Well, actually, when I was younger, I made note of that. There was actually a college class in which I wrote a paper on the Pantheon style, I guess, of architecture seen in banks. Of course, that's nothing really to be like, oh, that's awesome, but it's a symbol of power. It's Roman. And that was 2002 or so. So similar, you'll see the columns. But I'll tell you what's really crazy. When the only guy talking to himself on YouTube, doing a YouTube video, well, there's only one of them, and everybody else is actually just talking to themselves. That's crazy. When everybody's talking to themselves, that's crazy, and only one guy is actually speaking into a camera. Come on now. People have cell phones, people have cameras, you know, and they're just consuming content. They're consuming content, but they don't create content. And they're consuming food, and they're consuming cars. But those smartphones can do a lot to like open their mind up to a larger world. But it's not about Facebook and Twitter, but a shot here. So you see, we go from extreme high-end real estate to a step down slightly to the zombie apocalypse down the way under the bridge. I wonder how many tourists that are visiting have no idea of the hepatitis A outbreak that has occurred as a result of way too much rent, creating way too many homeless. Okay, Skechers. Continue on this route. Recording here. I have not seen a single person filming, by the way, in the entire time that I've been here. I've seen nobody filming. They're looking at their phones to see who texted them, but nobody's filming anything. Nobody's making a home movie. I'm the only guy in Southern California who records his trips, and I'm using an actual camera. An actual camera. I've never actually been in a Reebok store. But we have the pyramid all seen eye there. That is pretty cool. Look at us with our stuff. That was just a great day. We have this trading company here. These people are mocking me behind me. Blowjob special, 50% off. I mean, blowout special, 50% off. What a questionable establishment. Alcoholic bar. No, this is a wine bar of some kind. Oh yeah, it's liquor store. yet that I'm hungrier than normal. Oh, record. Okay. We've got 50% off everything. Really? Everything? Yeah, this smells good, whatever this is. This would be the place to go. Oh, where are we? Never mind. I was just kidding. Not at that price. And not with that music. Pay that much money to hear that going on in the back. Okay, so they got higher end restaurants. They play the worst music. That makes sense. And right now, as sunset approaches, of course it's November, so a little less light. This is a park. Pretty much brings us full circle, as I've been walking around downtown most of the day. Have not yet been to the beach. That's in the works for the coming days. This looks like a much better spot for a little bit of meditation. I was doing a little bit of that at another great location. And it is California, so even if it gets a little chilly, you know, and I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt, I'll still be out after dark tonight, continuing the adventures. We have our little helicopter friend going around in circles. Nothing better to do. Just go around in circles. I was just thinking what's going on. It's during these moments that I don't really mind not having a cell phone. See this poor, unfortunate individual over here? The have and have-nots. I want to tell you about the have and have-nots. The haves don't have the racial tensions. The wealthy Arabs that are here driving their fancy cars, Middle Eastern, white, black, Hispanic, bling bling, yo yo, they have no problems. They don't have racial tensions. It's the people that don't have. Whether people are disenfranchised, white, black, Arabic, Middle Eastern, other, Hispanic, people that are disenfranchised in a world where they are imploding the economy. Look at them having so much fun. They're on Greyhound. I took Greyhound here. I don't want to take Greyhound again. It's the Greyhound bus. I'll stick with the train next time, sorry.